just, if this is your first planning Zoom, can you let me know in the chat? This way, just kind of helps me out to know who's new here. If you have been here, then you are good to go. Baby, you can still watch that. Okay. Such a man. All right. My first in a while. All right. Your first one, Dakota. Nice. Welcome. Welcome back and welcome. All right, guys, we're going to dive into planning. As you guys know, lately we have been really getting intentional, meaning we have really talked about reels. We've talked about your posts. We've talked about stories. We've gotten really intentional of what we're going to talk about. Last week, I dove in and really gave you a step-by-step of kind of what my week looks like, what I plan for the week. And then you kind of can play off of that. I do try to post twice a day, meaning one post, one reel. I also started doing lives or IGTVs as well. So I also started to add those in. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get everybody in from the waiting room too. So we talked about like what I was talking about in my stories, so on and so forth. So it's very laid out and it was a lot. So if you're somebody that's not posting that much, I hope it didn't get confusing for you and you were able to pick out what you needed for your business. So first and foremost, what we're going to do is we are setting our intentions for the week. So that is getting your goals ready. So what are you striving for this week? And the reason why I say have your goals ready and know what you're working for is because if you don't, then what are you posting for, right? Like, what are you really working for? Your goals can be whatever you want them to be. How many samples do you want to get in people's hands, right? I used to be somebody that was like, I'm so bad at samples, but then I never talked about samples. So you can't be good at something that you don't talk about, right? I was never offering trial packs. So I was wondering why at the end of the month I was seeing, so-and-so maybe selling 20 trial packs. And I was like, oh my God, I sold like 2. Well, because I barely talked about them, right? So like, this is where you need to get really real with yourself and just know, hey, what are my goals? And that's what I need to work on this week and really dive into where I'm planning and intentional with my posting and so on content. So I like to personally try to get 5 samples out. So 5 a week is personally what I try to get out. I do free samples. You can do it however you want, but I do free trial packs. And then my goal is VIP 800. So that's 2 customers on auto ship, 2 promoters on pack. So that is my goal. So whatever your goals are, go ahead and write them down. I'm going to mute this so that we can then write our goals down and then we're going to dive in. Yes. So I just write my goals at the top of my calendar. So, yes, Punta Cana, finishing out Punta Cana. I love that, Hasey. I personally just write them at the top of my calendar. You can write them on a piece of paper. I carry 2 things with me at all times. So I have my calendar and then I have like a brain dump notebook thing. So I kind of have them both. So you could always do it on both if you wanted to, it doesn't matter. All right, next thing is you guys, and you should already have this in here. So if you don't, you're going to want to make sure that you really add in your personal life into your calendar. The reason why I say that is because if your personal life isn't in here and you are planning Zooms, content days, you're planning all these things, maybe you want to go live that day, create reels, you have a lot of stuff to do, but yet you forgot that, Sally, I think Liz always says Sally. Sally has dance and she's got also this and that. Well, guess what? You're probably not going to get all those things done when push comes to shove, right? Let's be real. Our life takes a lot of precedence over our business, right? We do this so that we can do our life and this, but at the same token, you need to remember and get clear on why you're doing this. And sometimes things, you have to find the balance between life and your business, right? At the end of the day, this is your business that either pays your bills or you want it to pay your bills or you want it to do X, Y, and Z. So you need to get really clear in that, not let your why become your excuses either. So if you don't have your personal life in your calendar, I really suggest really quickly getting that in here. And then I'm going to, it is like a snowstorm here in Michigan, you guys. I just, all of a sudden, it looked like I'm in a snow globe shaker with snow everywhere. It's wild. I don't know where that just came from. But anyways, you're going to want to get your personal life in there. Okay. Yes. I wish I was in Florida, but here I am in a snowstorm. It's fine. Everybody's fine. Okay. This is when I'm grateful that I'm in here with you guys. So next we're going to do is we're going to add in the Zooms. Okay. So I'm going to quickly add in the Zooms and then we are going to dive into our content, planning our week. So every work with me is going to be on this Zoom ID that you hopped in on. Okay. So everything that I give you today is going to be on this Zoom link that you hopped in on. And then there will be more that I'm going to kind of touch base on. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have a 10 a.m. work with me. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have a 10 a.m. work with me. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, this is Eastern Standard Time as well, you guys. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have an 8 p.m. work with me. Ashley, you're more than welcome to come anytime. Come chill and be in the snow globe with me. So again, you guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Now, the thing with this is, you guys, the work with me's are going to be a leader showing you how to work your business, right? Showing you how they work their business, showing you how they kind of do their things. So it's going to show you all the IPAs, right? How they do it, how the tricks and tips and tricks that they have. So I really suggest, if you are just now building that confidence in your IPAs, getting that commitment, that consistency, getting aware of how to do them, getting on work with me's are going to be huge. Okay. Getting on work with me's, regardless of where you're at in your business, are huge. There are a lot of times I'm on work with me's. I've already done my IPAs for the day. I'm just on them as an extra hour. It might be me organizing my calendar. It might be me going through my photos and putting my presets on them so I'm ready for the week, right? If I've already gotten my IPAs done, I'll either do a little bit of my focused IPA and then I do whatever else I need to. I use it as like an hour of accountability. So if you've already gotten your IPAs done and you're like, well, I already got my IPAs done, but you have at 10 a.m. or 8 p.m., you have the time to hop on the work with me, hop on there. You never know what you might hear from one of the leaders that helps you and shifts something in your business and in your IPAs while you're also getting other things done for your business. So I really suggest getting on the work with me's. They're really great. They hold you accountable, like I said, and it's really great to learn from other leaders and what they're doing and so on. So that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Another thing, you guys, right now, set your work with me time for this week. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't say I'll get to it when I get to it. Because guess what? A lot of times you'll be at the end of your day like, oh my God, I didn't do my IPAs. Or, oh my gosh, like I know I was on social media. Did I actually get done what I needed to get done? Be intentional, right? I have a morning routine. If you guys don't have a morning routine, I really suggest getting one. I thought they were a crock of whatever that saying is. I thought they were just the silliest thing I've ever heard. I used to just like wake up, do something for like a couple minutes and then hop right into my IPAs. and I would listen to like Britt and all of them talk about their morning routines. And I was like, whatever, okay, I'll try it. It was a game changer for me. Having a morning routine with my personal development, with my gratitude, with my I ams. I don't hop into my phone first thing in the morning. You set the tone for your day. If you just go and get right into your inbox and get into social media, you are allowing that to set the tone for your day. So if somebody's on there complaining about something, somebody's on there X, Y, and Z, that has now become what you are thinking about. And you have set the tone for your day. So I don't allow that. I set the tone for my day with my intentions, with my gratitude, my devotional. I like to read in the morning. It really puts me in a good place. And then I dive into everything. So just keep that in mind. If you need to set up a morning routine, think about that today and get that in place. You guys, we're walking into the last month of 2021, the last month of 2021. This is when you start to set the tone for your business for 2022. You've already been setting it. Little did you know, right? It doesn't start on January 1st. It starts now. Last year in January, they announced huge bonuses, right? I don't know what they're going to announce. I feel like they always come up with something. Start now. Yes, it's busy season, meaning it's Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. It's all of those things. It's busy time. But if you are intentional, if you plan your weeks, you set your IPA time and you get disciplined, it won't be that bad, y'all. You won't even notice that it's that busy because you'll just be in routine. All right. At 9 a.m. No, don't go on at 9 p.m. on Mondays is a 200K lenses Zoom. So you guys, every 200K has different Zooms that they offer. So for me personally, my upline is Lynn's. So I'm just going to tell you the 9 p.m. because anybody is welcome for that. So 9 p.m. on Mondays on this Zoom ID. But otherwise, for all different Zooms that are offered for your downline, because some of them, some 80Ks have Zooms, everything like that, check your, like in your team page under announcements, check the announcements. And that will be all the Zooms that are offered for your downline. So I know Lynn sends it at the beginning of the month. So she puts it into our team chat. So Limitless Babes, you'll see it in the team chat and you'll see it in Limitless, and that'll offer her Zooms and all the other Zooms. So just kind of keep that in mind. And now we're going to dive into planning our week. Okay. Let's go. So personally, you guys, for me, like I said, I like to do a reel a day. It's my intentions, a reel a day. Plus I like to put a post out with it, or I like to go live or do something like that. And then, or an IGTV where I turn my live into IGTVs. And then we're going to talk stories as well. So last week, I kind of gave you a little rundown of what I personally like to do. This week, I'm going to change things up. We're going to go back to our Limitless. And we are going to go through the one that Lynn's has put out for us, which is awesome. It's a little bit more simplified, and then we'll dive in deeper to it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. But another way to structure this for yourself, so I'm going to kind of give you guys some ideas, but another way to structure this for yourself is decide how many reels are you putting out this week. If you're going to go for a reel a day, awesome. If you're only going to put out 3 reels, what are your reels going to be about? Is it going to be product, opportunity, 1 personal, right? Are you going to do 2 products, 1 opportunity? Kind of keep in mind what you're posting about too, right? So this is why it is very hard for me to plan exactly with you if you are not going to be doing 7 reels a week and 7 posts a week and so on and so forth. So this is where you need to step up and decide and figure things out, you guys, right? Like that's the beauty of it. So decide you're going to post every single day, right? Because our business is open every single day. And you are going to decide how many reels you're going to do. And you're going to decide what those reels are going to be about. And then you are going to decide on what you're going to talk about in your stories every single day, which I'll share with you guys my stories and so on. So let's roll. On Mondays, my focused IPA is growing my network and interactions. So I do a lot of story interactions and I grow my network on Mondays. This is on top of IPAs, right? So this is the focused IPA. My post is my products based off of my fives. If you're doing a reel, for example, my reel is an opportunity. In my stories, I'm posting before and after graphics. And I'm getting face-to-face talking about the opportunity. So something about the opportunity off of my fives. Maybe it's the 800 bonus. Maybe it's the auto bonus. Maybe it's that we run our business for free. This is where your fives really come into play, you guys. If you feel like I don't have anything to talk about, I don't know what to talk about, you need to really sit down with your fives. What do you love about this business? What do you love about these products? Okay, on Tuesday, my focused IPA is interactions. And when I really focus on interactions, I'm really focusing on being in stories. I'll pop on newsfeed and so on and so forth. For me personally, get to know your platforms. My platforms, my stories on Instagram, I get more people talking to me. When I go on people's stories on Facebook and try to really engage and have conversations, I get a lot of crickets. I don't think people understand that they need to check their messenger. I think that they're just confused. I don't know. So for me personally, I build a lot on newsfeed in Facebook because that's just the way my people are. I'm noticing a lot more crickets. I still do story interactions, you guys, but I get more people actually having conversations with me in news feeds. Okay. Oh, sorry. Reel on Monday was opportunity. Okay. So on Tuesday, focused IPAs interactions. Your post is opportunity, could be the weekly pay, something off of your fives. Obviously, Tuesdays we get paid. Shout that out. Do you know how many other places get paid either bi-weekly, bi-monthly? They get paid monthly. Shout out that you are getting a weekly paycheck. Do you know how much a weekly deposit could change somebody's life, even $50, $25? Because somebody is out there struggling for something so simple, and knowing that they could get a weekly pay is just insane and amazing. My reel is something personal. I like to get myself out there, meaning let people know my personality. People know, like, and trust and buy from you, right? So make sure that you are letting them know who you are. In my stories, I'm talking about the products. So I'm going face to face about the products. I personally like to talk about samples. So I'm going to talk about samples, and then my opportunity slides I'm going to put up. When the brownie drops. I love you, Hasey. Okay, Chandra, I've been doing one reel a day, business product related. Then my posts are business products too, and incorporate my children and things I like to my fives. And I feel like it's all Thrive related. So is that, Chandra, are you asking like a question about that? like maybe switching things up, adding some more personal stuff in there too. I know like, Lindsay we had done in September. So we had done in September, we had done like the Thrive reel a day, right? And now, switch things up, let people know who you are. I noticed that I'm Thrive heavy as well. So let's be real, you guys, right? Like Thrive is a huge part of us. Like I'm thriving every single day. It excites me. It's my passion. It's just a purpose of mine. It's everything. But at the same token, it's okay to just have like a post of, like, for example, I posted yesterday about my husband needing to golf and we drove in a snowstorm to golf. And then I also added kind of like a business, kind of like hey, if I lose this, hold on a second, you guys. So it's kind of like I was still business-ish, still like kind of talking like, okay, what's this girl got her hands on? Because if I could get to it, that'd be cool. Bear with me, y'all. So I drove in the first real snowstorm fall so that this man could golf. Babe, you ready to travel south more? Because I'm thinking this winter we spend lots of time in the sunshine with the clapping face, right? So that was just a personal post talking about like us and my husband, but it also at the same token is dropping something like, well, what is she doing that she can go spend lots of time in the sunshine? Right? Do you see like how it was kind of like also a little curiosity too? Because guess what I'm going to talk about? I'm going to talk about how we are earning a paid for vacation to Punta Cana, right? I'm going to talk about my time freedom and time clock freedom that I can travel at any given time. I'm buying myself a new carry-on because I'm going to be traveling a little bit more, which gets me way out of my comfort zone. I do not like to travel in a plane and I do not like to leave my bubble, but 2022, I'm claiming big things. So do you see how you can add just things like that kind of still is a little opportunity or like curiosity, but yet right? I like to ask people like, even just on my news feed, like, what are you watching? That's a huge one, you guys. People love to give their opinions of shows and it helps too. Or books. Ask people what books they're reading. Okay. Tuesdays. So we already did Tuesdays. Wednesdays, 3-2-1s is the focused IPA. Posting is how the products make you feel. Could be a zinger, something like that. The reel for me is also going to be a product reel. So I'll do a zinger and then a product reel. The focused IPA is 3-2-1. So everybody you grew your network with on Monday and throughout your IPAs, now you're going to focus in and do those 3-2-1s. In your stories, you can talk sample packs. I'm going to drop some before and afters. So I'm going to do before and afters and then have my link for free trial. And I'm going to talk about getting a cash bonus in the next 14 days to pay for Christmas. Okay, for Thursday, focused IPA is back to growing your network. And I like to do interactions those days too. So I like to grow. So I'll go and add like, I don't know, 5-10 people. Then I go do interactions just on my normal people. Then I'll grow 5-10 more people. I don't like to grow too much at one time because I don't want to get like blocked or anything like that. So I like to grow my network and do story interactions. Very heavy on the interactions, you guys. Post is an opportunity post based off of your 5s. And your reel could be a product reel. It could be a personal reel. This is when you decide how many reels you're doing and what you're going to talk about and fit them into your schedule. What's the focused IPA? So the focused IPA for Thursday is going to be, focused IPA is growing your network. Sorry. That's okay. So I'm going to talk about like the opportunity, and I'm going to talk about how in the next 14 days, they could get an $800 cash bonus, which is literally right before Christmas. So you got to think about it this way. A lot of people wait for Christmas bonuses, right, from their job to be able to supply Christmas or do things. Those aren't guaranteed, you guys, right? Especially with the world that we're living in and things that are going on. There's a lot of uncertainty. So, you know, people scramble near the end. Give them hope. Give them hope that they could come in and get an $800 cash bonus. Even if you didn't earn it, even if you think, oh gosh, well, it's not really this, that, or whatever your limiting beliefs are, whatever your excuses are, your fears are about it, leave them at the door. Because somebody else who's hungry needs that and will do what they need to, right? So take yourself out of it, offer it, give them hope. Okay, I get a little sidetracked. So on Thursdays, we've talked our posts, we talked our reels, and in stories, I'm going to talk products. I'm also going to have my credits be there. So I'm going to offer some type of promo with my credits. I love to give my credits back. So personally, I like to do $25 off. A lot of times I do $25. And then my opportunity, I'm going to put in opportunity slides. Okay. On Friday, your focused IPA is interactions. Post is going to be about the products. So something based off of your fives. Your reel can be personal, can be business, can be product, right? This is going to be based off of how many reels you're producing. So you can always come back and throw them in where you need to. And in your stories, I like to do 3-step, talk about the 3-step with before and afters. So I'll put before and after slides that maybe also include what the 3 steps are about. And then I'm going to talk about having the weekends off. I no longer work weekend. I mean, I work weekends because I do this, but I don't work weekends, right? I don't go to work. I used to work doubles. I used to be a hairstylist. So I don't know what happened, because in the bridal world, it was like, used to be just summer months. And then all of a sudden everybody started getting married every time of the year. So we were busy even in December. And I would have to go out in snowstorms to go do brides, right? Wake up sometimes 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because we had a 6 a.m. start time, right? No, thanks. I'm good. Yes, you don't need to dread weekends. Yep, absolutely. Show your life on the weekends, you guys, even if you're working, right? So I had somebody ask this last week. They're still at a 9 to 5. They love their 9 to 5. They don't want to leave their 9 to 5. So they didn't know how to talk about things. Share that. Share that you love your 9 to 5. Share that you added this in because of the traveling, because of the community, because of whatever, you love the products and you know other people needed to feel this. Share that. Share the fact that, hey, there's an opportunity if you do want to quit your job. Like, I love my job and I'm blessed that I have a boss that I love, but guess what, boo? I know you might not. So it is okay if you want to make this more, right? Share different things. Just like I do this full time, but I always talk about, hey, you don't have to do this full time like I do, right? Do you see how you just have to pivot and just kind of take the same thing and talk about it? So on Saturday, focused IPA is 3-2-1s. Post is about the opportunity. Your reel can be about product, opportunity, or personal. Again, if you're depending on how many reels you're dropping, this is where you need to get intentional with yourself. Stories, heavy on the opportunity, you guys. Go face to face, talk about it. I like to really talk about the opportunity a lot on the weekends, but I like to also really let them know that I'm keeping up with my kids that could be home. I don't have kids, but I'm talking like, hey, I'm keeping up with my kids that are home because of the energy of these products, right? So talk about those things too. Like a lot of times weekends are busy. You're doing this, that, soccer, gymnastics, I don't know, basketball, all these things. Talk about how your 3 steps are keeping you going and mentally clear and mood on point throughout the whole time. But then also get heavy and talk about the opportunity too, while sharing your life too, you guys. Keep in mind, when we're talking stories, those aren't the only slides that should be on your stories. You should be in your stories. Take them Christmas shopping with you, right? Maybe don't put everything on there so you kids don't know what they're getting, but take them with you. Share where you're finding the best deals. Share what kind of wrapping paper you're buying. It's the simplest things that people are actually curious about and want to know. Share what you're eating. I follow people just to see what they're eating. No joke. I follow some people just to see what workouts they're doing, even though I can't do it, but it inspires me to get off my butt, maybe walk laps around my house, right? They may think it's mundane and boring and stupid, but I think it's awesome. All right. Sunday, your focused IPA, you guys should be getting really clear and intentional with your calendars. So once we hop off of this, really making sure, right? We went through posts, reels. I kind of let you juggle because not everybody's doing a reel a day, but I really challenge you to start stepping up in that area. So really get intentional of what your reels are going to be about and so on. Content. Do you need to batch content today? That sort of thing. Your post can be why you said yes on Sunday. Why did you say yes to this opportunity? Could be a little zinger, could be like, could be something super simple. And then in my stories, I kind of take people along for my ride on my today. So I'll post opportunity slides. Maybe I'll post before and afters. Maybe I'll just talk about the products. I take them through laundry day because today's laundry day. So we talk laundry, that sort of thing. So there's a whole week, y'all. Thank you, Hazy. Just making sure I have everything cut up here, y'all, on the questions. So we went through, we got our focused IPAs ready for the week. We have our stories, what we're going to talk about, right? We have our posts, what we're posting about. And we have our reels. And maybe you need to go back and kind of adjust here and there where you need to. The next thing you guys need to know or look at is, do you need to create content? This weekend, what I did was so when I'm doing reels, for example, I save audios because I like to find trending audios, which is the arrow up, right? In the bottom left corner, arrow up means it's trending, which helps you get seen in the algorithm more if you have a trending sound. So personally, I save trending sounds or videos or reels that I want to remake. And during the week, two times during the week, I create content. So I create reels, I walk around my house and I take different photos. Okay. So yesterday, what I did was I noticed my save folder, whatever you want to call it, had reels from so long ago, obviously, that I already either recreated, I never ended up recreating, whatever, X, Y, and Z. I cleaned out the whole thing. So this way, when I start saving reels, I'm going to save 3 to 4 or 5 at a time. Go create them because I know those sounds are then trending, right? And then go and find more right before I'm about to recreate. So I know that things are trending. So you guys get cleaned up, get organized. I have a folder in my phone called Thrive. I have an iPhone. I don't know how things work with Androids and all of that, but I'm sure it's all similar in its way. So I have something that's called Thrive folder. And in Thrive folder, I have our disclaimer. I also have our disclaimer as a text. So if I start typing declaim, our disclaimer pops up. So I don't have to always copy and paste it. You guys should really do that because you should be putting our disclaimer on anything that you are talking about when it comes to the VIP bonuses, auto bonus, lifestyle getaways, anything like that, right? So just be compliant, keep yourself there. So anyways, I have that already set up as a text. I have my IPAs as a checklist in there because I like to go and just do my checklist every single day. I also have a section called opportunity posts. So when I'm feeling inspired, I will go and create opportunity posts. If I read a book, listen to a podcast, and it lights a fire in me, I go and write a post, right? And then I have product posts separated. Then I have my potentials list in there. So I personally keep my potentials list in my phone now. I used to be a pen to paper potentials list. Now I do it on my phone because I notice like if I'm out and about and I get a potential, I go right into my phone and put it in there. There's no waiting. This is where you do your follow-ups from. This is where you guys, if you are not doing follow-ups on Fridays and you are wondering why you're not getting customers or potential or promoters, are you following up? This is huge. And then I have notes. So every Monday or Zooms that I'm on and somebody will say something or something and I'm like, oh, I like that. It's all in my Thrive folder in my notes. So I'll go back and go through my notes from time to time to just read about it. Yep. I have separate folders just so that I know. So like on Monday, I'm doing a product post. I'm not trying to search through. I go right into my product folder. I go right into my opportunity folder. If I'm doing a reel about the product or I'm doing a reel about the opportunity and I need a post to go with it, like a lot of my zingers, things like that, I'll call mine zingers plus because mine are normally not just 1 line or 2. They're like a paragraph, but it's fine. I go in and I grab that. So I keep things separated. My accent. Hazy, look who's talking. Accents. I get that all the time, you guys. I sound normal, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. Okay, face-to-face. So when I'm saying face-to-face, it's in your stories, doing the hands-free button and talking. So it's almost like a live, but you're in your stories. So it's like a shorter clip. Yep. So the disclaimer is on, I don't know if it's on the FB page. I want to say it was in our back office. Let me see if I can send it here. Hold on, y'all. Technology. I can send it right here. Hold, please. Grabbing it from my notes. So I also have my computer linked to my phone because I have a Mac. So that's the disclaimer, you guys. So it's kind of nice. So if I'm on one or the other, I can always grab something. Yep, separate folders. It helped me. I used to have them all together and it was just not my type A personality. It just wasn't for me. So I just use the Notes app on the iPhone. Yep, cleaning up is so important, you guys. I notice if I am a mess up here, if my home is a mess, if my phone seems messy, I shut down. I don't do well with clutter, right? My anxiety, things like that. So it's not like a lot of times I get people that are like, oh my God, your house is so like organized and clean. It's because personally for me, it's what helps me thrive, right? Like there is still clutter, but as long as it's organized clutter, even in my own way, I thrive better, right? So that was something I was actually reading in a book. And she was saying like step one is declutter. And so maybe you need to do that. And for me, even decluttering my apps, my phone, my notes, like you guys know, I'm really big about also for stories or for photos. In my photos on my iPhone, I have a separate app, a separate folder that has pictures for the week. So today I will go and grab pictures. I also know I need to create a lot of content. So majority of the time I'm posting, sometimes 14 times a week, right? Because I'm posting 2 times a day. I put cover photos on everything. So that's 14 photos I need a week, right? I don't have time to just like sit back. So I need to make sure that I'm getting content. So I will go back and use recycle stuff all of the time. I have photos that at the time didn't make the cut. I don't know, maybe I just didn't like that one over the other one. So I'll grab the other one this time. So what I do is I go in my Lightroom, I put my preset on them, and then I drop them into that folder. So then I know this week, all of these photos are good to post. I haven't posted them in a long time, or maybe they've never even seen my news feed. And then I'm not searching, right? Y'all, you don't have to be, I hear sometimes from leaders say like, I like to write from the moment. That's awesome, right? Some people can do that. I am not that person. Sometimes I can sit there for an hour before I come up with a post. So if I waited to do everything in real time, a post could take me forever, right? And just because I wrote a post and it's in my folder and I wrote it yesterday, but I'm not going to post it till Tuesday, doesn't mean that that's not real time or that I don't feel that same way. Obviously, I wrote it. I feel that. Okay. So find what works for you. Some people like to write right in that moment. Personally, sometimes I write in the moment. Sometimes I'm grabbing from my folders, however I feel. So those are just some tips and tricks that have helped me stay organized. I also, you guys, am very big about, like I said, I have my notebook with me at all times. So I will drop, like, if I need to text somebody, or I need to call someone, or I need to check in on this customer. I like to check in on all my auto ships. Some people do, some people don't. Personally, I do. So at the beginning of every month, I pull up all the auto ships that are going to run for the month, and I message every customer and let them know, hey, you have an auto ship that's scheduled to run on the 5th, on the 10th, on whatever day it is. Please let me know if you need any help. You can always adjust, fix your products, change your flavors. We can always add to it. If you have different goals or you want to step things up, just always let me know. I'm here to help you. Done. So if it ever runs, I don't get the messages of this ran and I didn't know it was, well, A, you're in charge of it. Like I leave my customers kind of in charge of their own auto ships, but also I check in and let you know. So at the beginning of the month, that's something I do. I check in with all my auto ship customers. Maybe I have credits and I'm offering them free shipping. So I also let them know, hey, just let me know if you're still going to keep your auto ship running. I'm sending you free shipping. You know which customers always stay on auto ship, right? Like I have like a bunch that it does not matter. They never respond to me, but their auto ship keeps coming and they still love their products. I'll get a message here or there. Do you need to check in with any sample customers? One of the beautiful things about sending samples from our back office, it sends you an email as well that you need to check in with your thriving sampler, sample thriver, whatever. So do you need to check in with samples? Do you need to check in with any of your promoters? Maybe they're in VIP period. Maybe they were striving for a goal last month. Maybe they went and got their 2 customers for the first time. They're thriving for free. Shoot them a little note. Ask them how they're doing. Maybe you notice that one of your promoters, maybe had a big milestone in their life happen, or maybe they're some X, Y, and Z. Little check-in, right? They joined you for you too. So don't lose that aspect of it as well. Love them where they're at. Remember, love them where they're at. But I love to still do check-ins. Like, hey, just thinking about you. How's the new house doing? Hey, just thinking about you. I hope you're getting ready for the holiday season. Let me know if you need anything. Right? Maybe they're not running, or, like they kind of had to take a little pause on their business, but they still know I'm here. So these are all things that I write down. I also write down my personal life. Do I need to clean toilets? I write that down. And what day? Laundry. I write that down and I commit to it. So while I'm listening to a podcast, folding laundry. While I may be listening to a training about sampling or a training from our team page, maybe I'm doing X, Y, and Z, cleaning the bathroom. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want to add anything? Drop them in the chat. Y'all, we are running out of November and we are running fast into December. Set the tone. And only you can do that. Yes. Casey, your energy is contagious, my love. It is contagious. Y'all, set the tone. Stay close to the fire, right? I just said to Hasey, her energy is contagious. Why? Because I see her in chats. I see her on her social. I'm going to just use you for example. I see her on her social media. I see her stepping up. So that's what that does. That makes me step up because I'm staying close to the fire. Get on the calls. Yes. Y'all get on, plug in. It's so huge, especially in this season where things are going to be busy. There's going to be a lot going on. Make sure that you plug in. Y'all, if you don't have any other questions for me or anything else that you want to add, while everyone is stepping off the gas, run faster. Y'all, Lindsay said it. I think it was on last week's training. I don't know. I'm getting them all confused because I'm all like, yes to everything. But she said, you don't have to have just a planting season, a watering season, and a harvesting season, right? You don't have to have just one. You decide if you're only planting, you decide if you're only watering, and you decide if you're only harvesting. So that is why you guys plant, water, harvest every single day. That is why you're posting your reels, your stories, they all tie together because you may plant a seed in your stories. They watch your news feed and it's now watered. And then they catch your reel and boom, harvest or vice versa or whatever, right? That is why all three things on all platforms, lives, posting, reels, that sort of thing, stories, they all matter because they all come together. I had one of my girls, I'll use her for an example. I love her to death. I had one of my girls who was great in her stories, but her posting, she wasn't posting her reels to her timeline. And I said, girl, like people come to your timeline and they don't see anything that you're talking about in your stories because your reels are a whole different world. I don't go and just click on people's reels. Your reel a lot of times brings me to you and I look at your news feed because I want to see everything that you're about. I'm a stalker, right? We're all stalkers. I stalked Lindsay. That's how I'm here today. Stalked her for a very long time before I finally messaged her. I'm a good kind of stalker, not a you stalker, like the show You, not like that. No. But, right? So if you aren't connecting them, I was like, you are literally missing that connection. You are watering and boop, that's it. Right? Yes, I think we all stalked, right? If we're all being real, we were all stalkers and we're the good kind of stalkers. So it's a good one. So you guys make sure that you are deciding, you decide. Your personal development, you decide if you're going to show up for it. This is a personal development with a paycheck. You guys grow. Grow in what you need to grow on. Personal development is not what she needs or what book she's reading. That book doesn't pertain to me in the season that I need it. It's a waste, right? I know what I need to grow in. I know where my limiting beliefs are. Like Lynn said in today's morning post, get real with yourself. Call yourself on your own BS. I did that. I said, Christina, where do you need to grow? Where are your limiting beliefs? What is blocking you? Lindsay says to you guys on Mondays, I'm afraid of success. So I will start to get there and I self-sabotage, right? So guess where I'm growing? In those areas. I have a very big with money. So guess what I'm reading books on? Guess what I'm growing on? Money. And guess where I now have unlocked things because I'm growing in the areas that I need to. Guess what I'm not so afraid of? Success. Why? Because I'm growing in the areas that I need to. So if I started trying to read books on somebody maybe going through this, right? So make sure that you are keeping your personal development personal to you. Grow, right? And y'all, this is what I'm going to say and leave you with this. Since we just planned our content, we're ready for the week. Go be you on your social media, your post, your stories, your reels, your lives, your vibes, you. Don't be anybody else. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be Lynn. Don't try to be M. Don't try to be Hasty. Don't try to be anybody else. Take their fire that's contagious, light your own within you, and go be you. Don't be an imposter. Don't try to be somebody else, because that was me for a very long time. I got lost trying to be what I thought I needed to be. And then I wondered why I wasn't enrolling the way I needed to, because you can't find your people if you are not showing up as you, right? So that's what I'm going to leave you with. So we will run out of November, run straight into December. I will see you guys all next Sunday. I'll upload this to my YouTube channel and into the team page when it's done. But y'all, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this month is about to be bomb, because I know 2022 is about to be lit. Like I got chills in my hair and I'm sweating. So we all know that means good things. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. See you next week.